And it's time.
What are you singing?
Tom Waits. And it's time
yeah.
for more.
Yeah.
Something.
I like Tom.
I just listened to some Tom Waits.
You did?
On the way.
Hey, everybody.
Okay. I did, though. I listened to Tom Waits. I listened to Tom Waits on the way home from, it's weird, we're calling the dorm home now. We have been.
Yeah, I've been too. I said to my mom, I said, I'll probably go home at blank, like one of the first days that we were here.
Oh, dang.
And I felt bad.
Aw.
Because I was like just a few days after college started, I was calling it home, like without even thinking about it.
Yeah.
All right, let's do the intro.
Okay. Should we start over?
No.
All right.
Hey guys, welcome back to the B&E podcast.
The only place where you can get your mind breaking and entered to.
Not the only place, but certainly the only place where the people announce
That they are going to break and enter.
to do that.
Because
something quirky. Fun fact of the day.
Fun fact of the day.
Did you know that hippopotamus are actually considered the world's most deadly predator?
It's true.
Yeah, they can run over 20 miles per hour underwater and over 40 on land.
Isn't that crazy?
And have a bite force?
Yeah.
Is that how you call it? A bite force triple that of an alligator.
Triple? That's 1, 2, 3 times more.
Yeah, that's true. Speaking of 1, 2, 3 times more, this is the 5th.
Is this the 5th?
Yeah, this is the 5th.
5th. Wow, 5.
Wow.
That's a big number. Do you remember turning 5?
No.
I don't remember turning 5.
What was your earliest memory?
Well, my earliest memory was when my brother was just born, and my mom and my dad and him were on the couch, and then he had like an IV or something.
Oh.
I might be remembering wrong, but I remember there being like this medical pouch because he couldn't eat very well. He didn't.
He doesn't eat very well now.
Yeah, he doesn't. He didn't want to eat. So that's my earliest memory. But I also remember when I was 6. It was my brother's birthday, and I was thinking, like in my mind, that when you turn 4 or something, turn an age, your appearance drastically changes. So I was thinking he'd like grow long hair and have a mustache or something.
Yeah. That's a funny thought. I can't remember any like crazy things I thought as a kid.
Really?
Yeah, nothing like that. Like that's a classic kid thought. Thinking that like each age you're gonna like bump up a certain.
Just automatically overnight,
Yeah.
you're gonna look extremely different.
Yeah. I don't think I had any of those thoughts.
I even have the mental picture in my mind of what I thought he would look like.
Really?
Yeah, still in my mind right now.
Did it come to fruition? Does he look anything like?
No, he does not. He does not look like the singer from a bad 80s punk band.
That's what you thought he would
That's
look
what I
like?
thought he would look like, with red hair too.
Oh,
for some weird
why
reason.
do you think about the red hair?
I have no idea. I just thought
People
he
with
looked
red
really
hair.
different.
People with red hair are very proud of the fact that they have red hair.
Well, I mean, they were under the thumb of many other differently colored haired people. You know, because like they say, oh, gingers don't have souls, which is yet to be proven true.
Yeah, that's true. What other groups of people?
Oh my god.
What other groups of people have been oppressed?
I wonder.
I meant where I was going with that statement was, like, just based.
What? Where is this going? You're treading on thin ice right now.
I don't know. Maybe like eye color. What's an eye color? Green.
Purple.
Do people have?
Yeah,
purple
only
eyes?
albinos.
Whoa. They
Yeah.
don't have, what did you say?
I
Do they
think that's
pink
true.
or purple?
I don't know. I've just heard it's purple. Because
That's crazy.
There's one thing in Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, I think, where she's like, only people who are naturally albino have purple eyes like you, or something.
Whoa. I've never seen that's not. I don't know if that's true. I was gonna say I've never seen a person with green eyes.
I
Green eyes
have.
are rare. Who's
I know people with green eyes. I just can't name them.
Do they look?
No, they just have green eyes, you know?
Right. What did you think I was gonna ask? Did they look like malformed?
No.
Green eyes. Oh, they look like Hazel. They
Oh,
look
yeah.
like- Do I have green eyes?
Well, I mean, like a forest green, it looks like.
Whoa! Now that guy has.
That looks photoshopped.
Those are
though.
artificial. Look at this. Look at this person. That doesn't look fake.
No, that looks unreal.
That's crazy.
I know my dad has blue eyes.
Yeah. Blue eyes are pretty cool.
Yeah.
Julia has really blue eyes. She gets them from her grandpa. I don't know who I get my hazel eyes. I think my mom has hazel eyes. I think my mom and I have hazel eyes, and my dad has blue eyes, maybe? I think Jacob and Maya have blue eyes as well.
Well, all babies have blue eyes when they first are shot out of the womb.
They're not babies.
Oh, okay. You said they had blue eyes, so I just assumed that was...
Oh, no, they have. Have is what I meant. All babies have blue eyes?
Yeah, all babies
Isn't
have
that-
blue eyes.
Whoa.
Can you believe that? You at one time had blue eyes.
How fast does it change?
I don't know. I think after a few months, probably.
What about hair? I've heard that
Oh.
Is it blonde?
Yeah, my brother's hair was blonde up until the time he was like 6 or 7.
That's insane.
Like straight up
Crazy.
blonde.
Like bleach?
Yeah.
Bleach blonde?
Yeah, pretty much.
Would you ever bleach your hair?
Yeah, I'd do it.
I don't think I would.
I'd want to bleach it white, though. I think that'd be cool.
Mm,
I don't think it would look good, but I think it would be cool.
yeah. I don't know if I could handle it.
You know how Kurt Cobain dyed his hair? With Kool-Aid.
Blonde?
No, red. He had blonde hair and then he dyed it red with Kool-Aid.
I've heard that.
You have?
Kool-Aid, markers,
Markers?
not dyeing, like giving yourself streaks.
Oh,
With
okay. Just
markers?
like getting the marker, taking the cap off and going...
Yeah. People for sure did that in middle school.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
That's-
Kool-Aid,
that's
I've heard.
weird.
It is weird, but a lot of weird things happen in
A
middle
lot
school.
of weird things
A
happen in
lot
middle
of
school.
weird.
And I know firsthand a lot of weird things happen in middle school because I was a totally different person.
Give us the rundown.
All right.
I am aware of many of these things.
So I was an emo kid that looked nothing like an emo kid because my parents wouldn't let me. But I don't even think I would even go that far as to look emo. But I was definitely a very angsty middle schooler. Like
What separates an angsty kid from a regular Joe?
regular Joe. I mean, I'll just give you some examples. Like I was a big My Chemical Romance fan. I would give myself tattoos with my markers.
Oh,
You know, I would. Oh, funny story. So I was going to a basketball camp when I was like 6, right? And I got a green marker and gave myself a barbed wire thing around my arm to look like
that's awesome.
yeah to look cool.
That's pretty
you know?
sick.
And my mom walked in. She's like, "What are you doing?" And
That's
I'm like,
pretty sick.
I'm nothing.
I think a lot of even like now, I saw a kid in one of my classes drawing on herself.
Yeah,
Yeah, with a pen. It happens.
it happens.
Anyway, so we have the My Chemical Romance. We have the marker on the skin.
Just the general, just kind of like thick angst, you know. And also, I mean, I don't know. Just like how I thought I was better than people that because of the music that I listened to.
Oh yeah.
You
Do
know?
you still think some of that now?
Yes, I do. But not like better as a person, but like, you listen to so and so. Well, I listen to so and so, so therefore,
Oh yeah.
my musical
Okay.
taste is better than yours. But that's something I need to work on. Because like my girlfriend tells me like you're such a snob when it comes to music, and I'm like, yep, that's true. You got me
Right on the nose.
right on the nose.
I remember middle school Ben.
Yeah.
I remember middle school Ben.
Am I not describing it accurately?
No, you are. There's some other things.
Yeah.
There's some.
No, please. Even no.
You know what I'm talking
You
about.
wouldn't be so cruel.
You know what I'm talking about.
No, I know.
Okay, do you at least have something for me? Me as a middle schooler, hit me with it. What
Hit
was I
you with
like?
it?
Like some cringy stuff that I did.
Some
in middle
cringy
school.
stuff? Ah, jeez. I guess you were just a lot more reserved. That's
you
but
don't
that's not
know?
really cringy.
Oh.
I don't
I
really.
got embarrassed easily.
Really?
Oh, for sure.
Huh.
Yeah. I mean, I would like, and I had like a serious. I thought I may have had a condition with blushing.
Oh yeah.
Like it happened just like that, and it was my entire face,
Your body,
and
just
like
everything.
my body would like heat up. It was like a supernova. It was
Wow.
like if I got any amount of attention put on me by like someone else that wasn't like a close friend or someone that I was expecting to talk to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was like, hey, I would be like, I would turn on. My face would be completely red. I think my ears, my back of my neck, I mean,
dang.
everything was red.
I don't remember that
super
at all.
hot. Like, my body would be like, all right, we need to like expel this stress in kinetic. What would it be? What would it be?
Thermal?
Thermal energy. In the thermal energy. I'll start heating up.
Like
So you don't
hot
have
to the
anything.
touch?
You don't have anything that I could trade for this information that I'm about to.
I mean, I remember elementary school Ethan a little better.
Really?
Yeah.
Give me elementary school.
So I remembered we were friends in 4th grade. Then we didn't talk in 5th grade. Then in 6th grade, we got right back into being friends.
Now, why didn't we talk? What was that space?
That space, I think we were in different classes, and we just had different times and stuff like that. And I remember you would poke people.
I would poke people?
Yeah, like that was your thing in
Really?
in elementary school.
Really?
Because I wrote comics about it.
I would poke people.
Yeah,
Okay.
with your finger, you just go
I would just poke them?
Yeah.
Like that?
But it was harder than that.
What would I expect?
like that. Yeah, but you like do it in their gut.
Anyway, and try to get them to laugh?
No, just like
Would I make that sound?
no. You said some word I can't remember though.
You know what? This is ringing like a very weird
Bell?
tone. Yeah, weird bell. It's like I can really kind of remember it, and it just feels weird. I used to poke. I remember I had a really
Not females though, only people you knew.
so just boys.
Yes.
I didn't talk to girls for like. Oh, girl, that was a big thing.
Oh yeah.
Maybe I don't know if that's cringy.
No, I wouldn't say it's cringy because like every boy I think is
Right.
like I
I
don't like girls, but I like them, and I'm scared to talk to them. Boys rule, girls drool, but I like them.
Wow, poking. I had a weird impression. I think, for a while, I like had a character.
You did.
that
I think it was called
speaking.
Jimmy.
Oh my gosh, that's him.
Yep.
Now, what was his thing? Because I remember-
Poking, I think.
That was him.
I think so.
Ugh, why?
I don't know.
Why?
There's this other kid named Clayton. He had a character too. His character's
Clayton
name
Lowe.
was his character's name was Seymour.
Oh my! I remember this.
Yeah.
Jimmy. What is it, like a Brooklyn accent?
No, but I remember Clayton's character was a lot more. It was not safe for work. Let's just say that. It was not very nice to certain groups of people.
Oh.
Not race or anything,
Okay.
but
Okay.
let's just say you would not be good if you brought that character back.
Jimmy. Yeah, I remember that. That's definitely.
And nothing about your character was offensive or anything.
Weird. That's weird. I wish we could go back. Do you wish you could like go and just watch
Yeah.
yourself at a younger age?
Yeah, I bet I'd just be like.
I would love that.
Do you remember I remember my first day of school in 3rd grade when I moved to Waverly. I brought my Pokemon cards, and I didn't talk to anybody for a solid month. So, like, the teachers were worried about me. They're like, "Do you need friends?" And I'm like, "No, yes." No. I just liked being alone in the beginning of 3rd grade, and then I met like Nate and Oren and stuff.
Yeah.
And then 4th grade, I met you.
Caleb.
Yeah, Caleb was a
3rd.
big one. In 3rd.
Huh. That's weird. I can't remember. I have like glimpses of our early friendship.
That was all comics, drawing comics
All
and stuff.
comics.
Yeah.
What was his name?
Dumbbell.
No. That was I'm thinking of a kid that was. It starts with a C. It wasn't Clayton. It was. He moved away like.
Was it Roan?
In 5th. No, it started with a C. Connor. Yes, it was Connor.
Was he the tall one?
Yeah.
Harms.
Connor Harms.
Yeah.
Do we know a Connor?
Not now. I haven't seen him in years.
Connor Harms. Yeah, I think that was his name.
And he was really tall, and he was the kid that he would like rap, but really poorly. In 3rd grade. So, I mean, what 3rd grader can rap poorly? Can rap. I know, that's not what I would say.
All the kids in 3rd grade are like dropping like this.
No, but he was
Sickest tracks.
He was the kid. He was the kid that his parents let him play like Call of Duty.
Halo.
And Halo?
Yeah. Because I was invited over to his birthday party. and I couldn't go because he said, like, one of the main things, he was like, oh, it's Halo themed, and my parents wouldn't let me.
Oh,
Yeah.
dang.
I remember Connor Arms, but him, you, I mean, drawing comics was a big thing.
Yeah.
Zach Heald.
Yeah, he was in
that
our little
that
comic
was
group
something.
too.
I still have a bunch of them.
I have all of mine.
We need to bring them sometime.
I read them through like 2 years ago, and they are so bad.
Mine, they don't, there's no, like, punchline.
There is there's no
literally-
joke.
It's literally, like,
Not like, oh, no joke, but like there's literally no
it's
joke.
like 3
in
lines
it.
of text.
Yeah.
And it's, like, taken out of, like, if you open to a random page in, like, in a novel.
Yeah.
And you just picked out 3, like, sentences from the body paragraphs.
Then
It's, like, random.
and then misspelled them.
Yeah,
And then put them
yeah.
in really unreadable font.
I have some of our little booklets, because the big thing was, like, it felt really good to make, like, little books.
make a book. And then I
Little
remember
books.
I'd never finish mine.
That's exactly what I was about to say. I came up with this idea for, like, novel, for
Yeah.
novel. It was called okay, hear me out.
Okay.
It was called Dino,
Dino?
right? Because the theme of it was kind
Dinosaurs?
of dinosaurs, right?
Yeah.
Like prehistoric times. Dino, Learnix.
Learnix? Dino Learnix.
Dino Learnix.
What does that
Like
even mean?
learn. So it was like it's supposed to be an educational book.
Oh, okay.
And it was essentially like Magic Treehouse.
Okay.
Except it was this one kid, and I can't remember his name, and he would go back, and he would discover like different species and stuff.
Okay.
So and he would like learn about it, and he would learn about the dinosaurs.
Okay.
And stuff, and it was kind of like informative, and it was also cool because it was dinosaurs.
Yeah.
So I like folded notebooks for about. I folded notebook sheets, made them into like a little booklet, probably like. I don't know what would have been average, like 10 pages, 9 pages long. Just tiny. I mean, it
yeah.
was small. It was like half the sheet of paper.
Like it'd be 3 sheets of paper.
Yeah,
and
just
then
folded
over and then stapled. Yeah.
Right. So then I would do that, and then I'd do a cover.
Yeah. The covers were always the best.
Covers were always the best.
And we made up our own little companies.
And I have right.
Yeah.
And I have about of those Dino Learnix
Mm-hmm.
books. I have about I would say maybe 13 or 14 of those books.
Oh
except they only have the cover and the description on the back.
Wow.
And so and here's the kicker. Even for the ones that I didn't finish writing,
Mm-hmm.
I would have my parents review them. So I have like so in the inside the front cover, it would say like great read. I was on the edge of my seat.
Aw.
Dash Adam.
That's so cute.
4 out of 5 stars. Deanna.
4 out of 5.
But I had those for a couple of those books. Reviews before anything had been written.
That's nice. I like that.
And so, but I remember, I mean, we had some books on, we made one where it was Smash Bros. Character. It was
That
Nintendo.
was my big thing with Super Smash Bros. Brawl and making books
And so we like fought. You fought characters.
Yeah.
Because it was based off of a book that we had found or you had found in the
Book fair. Yeah.
Exactly. And
Scholastic
it
Book Fair.
was like, yeah. And you would have like 2 characters from like Star Wars fight.
Yeah.
And it would describe the
Yes,
beginning of the
versus
battle.
Showdown or whatever it's called.
Yeah. And it would describe the beginning of the battle, and then you'd guess who won, and you'd look at their stats, and at the very, very end you'd see who won and who didn't. And so I have that book, and that one's pretty much all filled out.
Yeah.
I think I made a what are those you flick the
Go-Go's, Crazy
Go-Go's,
Bones?
yeah, Go-Go's, and you Go-Go's are so cool.
Yeah.
That was awesome. That was like a gang.
Yeah.
That was like a gang in middle school.
You
People
walk
with
into
Go-Go's,
school,
and you literally like
just drop out your Go-Go's.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
like in every like lunch or every recess period, like inside. I don't know what that.
It was in the gym.
The gym, and you'd use the bleachers
Yeah.
as like little that was so cool. But I, like a little stat book, and so
Yeah.
for like the different characters, that was pretty cool. Yeah, what happened to all that creativity?
I know,
What do you think
right?
it is? Do you think it's like childlike creativity, imagination, or you think it's time?
I think it's time because we didn't have any homework, you know, and if it
Yeah,
was,
we had
it was,
absolutely nothing.
you know.
Yeah, there was the things that we thought about and were creative about were things that we were devoting. Like that was literally our entire lives.
And you didn't have any stress or any worry about anything.
Stress. That's That's
You know,
crazy.
you didn't have
You think it's
thousands of dollars looming over your head every single second as you're walking to class, you know?
Do you think we could ever recover from this?
No.
I don't think
That's
so.
why most adults are cool.
That's yeah.
And the ones that are cool, something's wrong with them.
Yeah. Or they're doing something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too. About the not being able to get back to that childlike
State.
state. Yeah. And I can't remember much about school. Elementary school, middle school.
I can't even remember a lot of stuff from high school.
Neither can I.
I can only really
Can
remember
you-
the plays.
High school lasted
4 years.
4 years, but it did it seem that long?
At the very end, it seemed like it was really short.
It seemed like a second.
But then
Looking back,
yeah.
I'm like, oh.
But then
how
sophomore
was
year, I felt like,
Yeah,
it's taking so long.
How was I in high school for that long? That's what it feels like looking back.
Yeah.
But like junior, senior year, went like
Oh yeah. And then
Snot.
senior
Nothing.
year, especially second semester, I didn't do anything.
it was not.
and I passed. You know?
I was like I didn't even have classes where I was doing nothing. I had AP English and
Oh, yeah.
pre-calculus, and those two were like, for me at least, I was doing a lot of stuff, but it still seemed to just fly right by.
Yeah. I did I did a lot of just making music
Yeah.
in that last semester, and just
It was
you know, really just kind of reflecting.
yeah. I don't know if I had much time for reflecting. If I did any reflecting.
Because, I mean, I always did my homework the class before, if I had any
Oh.
homework. And I still passed. I got A's and B's. And like 1C, too. But
Yeah. You know how I want to go back. One thing that I've thought about for the last few years, I really, really want to go back to Hamlow.
so that was the elementary school that Ethan went to. And I went to school in Lincoln.
Yeah, so you didn't. But let's think about it in like context of your I don't know how you would call that. It's not. Is that elementary? Did you graduate?
Is elementary like 1st through 5th?
Intermediate, because he goes intermediate mural, or intermediate
Yeah.
middle.
Because we had, in our elementary school, we had kindergarten through 5th grade. But it's a huge school. Humongous. And it's even bigger now than it is back then.
They added to it.
They added to it. It would take you a solid like 8 minutes to walk around the whole thing.
Wow.
Yeah, like at a normal pace.
Yeah.
They had to build new sidewalks around it, and it was crazy how huge it is.
Do you think they're just going to keep adding to it?
They'll probably just end up building another school.
Yeah.
Or my
that's
dad
what
was
I-
saying that they're going to add another high school.
Oh, I
soon.
heard. Yeah, that's what came into my mind is the building of a new school. I thought I had heard that.
Yeah,
Hamlow.
Hamlow.
For the last few years, I've like thought I really, really want to go back and just watch a class take place.
Yeah.
Of like, oh, maybe that's. Oh no. I was like,
Careful what you're saying here,
"Hey!"
Ethan.
Maybe I could teach.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say, but I don't think so. Maybe.
Would you really want to teach first,
No.
second, third graders?
No, not third graders. Jeez, third graders are a bunch of
Animals.
animals.
If they're animals through 3rd through 12th grade, they're animals.
Yeah. I would want to go watch, but not up to that. I would want to go watch like kindergarten, 1st grade.
Yeah. Just watch the kids, watch them play. What?
Wouldn't that be so? Kids are wild. Mm-hmm. Kids are. It'd be so. And I think I haven't been there in a while. In a long time, it'd just be weird. They have a tree in the middle of their cafeteria.
What? Oh yeah, they do, don't they?
Yeah, I don't think it's living.
Is it? Yeah, I was gonna say, is it real?
But the thing is, it's under a.
Is it real?
It's underneath a light. It's underneath.
Oh, okay.
It's underneath
Like a skylight or
yeah.
an actual light?
It's underneath a skylight, but I don't think it's real still. Yes, I think that would be fun.
Yeah.
They're going into schools that you've been in, like that you you moved on from, is so it feels weird.
Yeah.
It feels weird. It didn't feel weird last time I went to high school. I've heard some people say like, "Oh, went back into high school and it felt so weird. It felt wrong."
It felt wrong to me when I walked into the high school.
It did not feel wrong to me.
Or I just felt like, why am I here right now?
It didn't feel wrong.
I mean,
exactly
like I
why
wanted, it was
there.
to watch the variety show, but I mean, I was excited for that and stuff, but I was walking through there, I was like, I don't belong here.
I haven't felt that. I think that's, I don't know. That's weird. I didn't feel that at all. Because it's like, it's just a, I don't know
Building.
I don't know where people are coming from when they say that angle. Like,
Oh, I
when
got a cramp! Oh, my butt!
Ben, get-
Okay, I'm good.
But like where when you say
Coming back. Ow. I need to move my foot. Ow. Okay.
good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Like when you say it felt like wrong. Where is that coming from? Because when I hear people say that, I'm like,
I guess it comes from my dad, who's a really kind of into the future looking person, where he's like, he's saying you should move on from things.
Yeah.
Is like his thing, you know.
the thing is, I feel like that's the idea that like going into, especially high school, because I feel like the jump between high school and college is perceived as being like it is a big jump, but people
Yeah.
are like, oh, it's so crazy
Yeah.
between high school and college. It feels like when people are like, oh, I don't, I'm exactly what you're saying, so I don't want to be too like.
No, say it.
But like it feels pretentious.
Yeah.
It feels like you're not that much more grown up.
Yeah.
You were there a couple months ago, and it's like
Yeah.
a building. It's just a building, and it doesn't. For me, walking in there is like. I went to the bathroom. I was like, oh, the bathroom's disgusting. That was the only.
What a surprise!
Yeah, and then
It smells like mango in here. What the heck?
But I was walked in, and it didn't feel weird at all. It was just like, I'm here. I don't want to be here like an extreme amount.
Yeah.
Just like I wouldn't want to be anywhere else an extreme amount.
Yeah, I think for me, it's just a feeling that I spent so much time here, and now I'm never coming back ever to do the same thing I did. You know, that's the feeling I get.
Okay. Yeah, that makes more sense. Maybe I'll get there. Because I definitely feel like I have gone to, even going to like the middle school feels
yeah.
weird.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I just went into the intermediate school parking lot one day, and I went in there to vote one time, and that was the weirdest thing ever. I went in there and it looked so different.
I know. That's what I get.
Yeah.
It's like weird. You have like memories there, but not in like a weird way. It's like you spent a lot of time there, but now it's been a while. It's like anywhere if we were there for every day for however long, and then you weren't for years, and then you're back there just for like a sporting event or something. It's like this is so weird.
Yeah.
But for me, for high school, it's like I was there
And now I'm
a
not.
few months ago, and then
Yeah.
so I remember what everything looks like. They got new lights in the cafeteria.
They did?
Yeah,
Huh.
it was super bright. I think it was more of like linear light, like it was like stick lights.
Yeah, I know what you're
That's
talking
how I
about.
would say it. Kind of longer. They're not like a single bulb. Yeah, but I guess that's my thing on high school. How did we get here?
I don't know.
Did we leave a question unanswered?
I hope not. I remember we left a few, or like...
There were some loose ends.
There were some loose ends not tied up.
Loose ends. Yeah, but we're here now. And
Living the life, living the dream.
Living the life. Yeah, that's good. Everything's still going well.
Swimmingly. Hey, how'd your exam go?
It went well. We both had
We both had exams today.
We both had psychology
Psychology.
exams
Yeah.
today, and it went well. Studying helped, but they were weird. So there were some, sort of the same concepts as on the practice test and stuff, but there were some weird questions, like that. Like I didn't know a lot about the threshold, action potential.
Oh, that
that
wasn't on
stuff?
our
Did you
test.
not have
That
any
wasn't
of
on
that?
ours, no.
It was, I don't know. I think it had to do with nerves, the nervous system, and they were like action potential
Is
stuff.
it like the amount of stuff that's required to actually fire a neurotransmitter?
Threshold, neurotransmitter, yeah, that stuff. So, but on the ones that I couldn't get right off the bat, I think I went back and I
did them dirty?
I made, I made educated guesses.
Okay.
Like, solid educated guesses, I believe.
That's good.
So I think it went well. How'd yours go?
Mine, so I walked in there and I sat down and then I realized, it went to Canvas, it logged me into Canvas, and then I was like, what do I do now? I thought it would just bring me right to the test.
Oh.
So I was freaking out. I was like, oh no, what do I do? And then I kept clicking on things and I was worried somebody was going to walk up to me and say, hey, why aren't you on the test?
Oh, yeah.
But I didn't know where the test was, right?
So you got logged into your Canvas successfully and stuff. I had to type in my username and password probably 4 or 5 times
Really?
before I got it right.
It's like, and you totally different each time?
Just because totally.
Really?
No, yeah, totally different. Because I was like, I put in my email address first, and then I put in a shortened email address.
Okay.
And then I put in another version of that same email address.
Yeah.
Because I thought there was three different endings and then I put in what I thought my username was, which is equalset002 is what I thought it was.
Oh.
But then it's your student ID.
Yeah.
Is what I used for that, but I didn't know that, and so I finally put that in, and then I put in the right password, and
Which is?
get yeah. So that's my password.
Okay, cool. That's a really cool password, actually.
Yeah. What's yours?
Beep. So yeah,
that's nice. I would say that's cooler
right? Isn't
than
that?
mine.
It's cool to imagine, right?
Yeah,
It's like really
yeah.
easy to just.
Yeah. Remember, boom, boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom, 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 boom.
Yeah. So I was freaking out, and then I looked up a video on Canvas on how to take a quiz, right? And it showed me how to take the quiz, and then I finally got onto the quiz, and it took me literally 10 minutes.
So you finally found it? You just went to
I went to files, and then it was under videos, and then there was 20 videos.
Oh my god.
And then I found it. It says,
Okay.
how does one take a quiz and look at your quiz score?
Okay, nice. Did you you didn't get a score?
No.
Neither did I.
No.
No. So I guess we'll be waiting for that.
Yeah, waiting for that bad boy.
Yeah. How does the rest of your week look?
Okay, so...
By the rest of the week, I mean this next week.
Oh, yeah. So, let's see, I got a long story that for creative writing, creative nonfiction that I've been working on for 2 weeks now, due on Thursday. Not done with it.
Close?
Close.
Or you've been working?
I probably have about 3 pages left.
Okay.
And then I also, which is a lot more fun, I have a short story that we got to write for our homework, where it has to be a page or less.
Oh,
So
nice.
I'm excited for that one.
I would like that kind of I don't know what it is. Like a requirement? A requirement? I would like that kind of requirement. A page or less.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, if you write more than a page,
Then get out of here.
Get out.
Get out of town.
Yeah. Let's think. For the rest of my week, I think I have we finished that Flat Earth documentary.
Was it good?
Yeah, it was really good.
That's good.
It was the one that ended with, it kind of the whole thing builds up, and then it's like, they come up with this experiment towards the end, where it's kind of like a definite prove or a definite disprove
Yeah.
for the flat earthers. And
It was a definite prove, right?
it was a definite, well, that's what they're hoping. That's what they thought. Because what they try to do is they bought this $20,000 laser.
With their good boy points?
GPS. Laser, I'm not going to say laser guided, because that makes it sound like it's...
It's a bomb. Flat earthers have been armed. Oh no!
Laser positioning GPS or something.
Okay.
$20,000.
Jeez. How do you think they afforded that?
I don't know. Someone in the community bought it, evidently. So they got it, and it was meant to measure the Earth's rotation, because flat earthers don't think the Earth rotates on an axis.
Okay.
So then they were taking readings with this thing, and so if it reads that every hour, I think, the Earth moves 15 degrees, then we're rotating.
Yeah.
And And so it did do that.
And then they're just looking at it like,
It did. And so then, but they weren't
come on, you stupid thing, come on.
they weren't stopped by that. So they were, all right, so we're going to put this thing in a container. Because their idea was there was some kind of energy like coming down from the sky
That goes down at 9.8 meters per second.
that
right?
was influencing it. That
Yes.
was so so then
Gravity.
so then they put it in a capsule, they covered it up, and then they took the reading. And it was a special material. It was supposed to quote block like heavenly light. That's what they said. And so
Define
so it didn't
heavenly
work. So then that didn't work.
Oh.
So they're like, all right. And so then they haven't done this one yet, but they're planning on it, putting it in an even like greater case. It's like made of a it's kind of elemental, like
Whoa.
it's something that's supposed to block more heavenly light than the other one did or something. But they came up with another one where they bought this laser, and they set it on the ground, and then they shot it. I can't.
At the president.
I can't remember how long it was, but they shot it across this length of space, and they had 3 boards.
Yeah.
And it would mark on the first board and the third board at like 17 feet.
Okay.
And so then they would put a board in the middle and see where the laser marked that. And if it marked it at the 17 feet, then it would prove that the Earth is flat, because the laser would hit
And
all
not curve?
3 at the same place, which would mean that the laser's it's not being affected by any curve. And so, and if they put it in the middle and it hit lower,
Mm-hmm.
right? That showed a curve, I believe, if I'm saying that right. And so, but it didn't work because their laser. It was a very, very powerful laser.
Yeah. If you looked into it, you'd be blind.
Yeah. And so, but they couldn't focus it enough. So by the time it hit the third board, it was like 15 feet wide. so it didn't you couldn't take any reading off that because it covered the entire board.
Okay.
So they had to rethink it. And so instead, what they did
All right, boys.
is they took 3 sheets of plywood, I think, or and then they drilled holes in it. And
Yeah. And what'd they do?
and they basically did the same experiment, except you would, instead of putting a laser and shining it to hit 3 stationary boards or 2 stationary boards, they had these three sheets with holes in them. And the idea was if you could shine a light through one hole and see it through the other, at 17 feet, the Earth would be flat. And then they had another. Right. So the second board was raised higher.
Okay.
The second board was raised to like 23 feet or something.
Okay.
I can't remember. So then this Mexican guy is on the far end, and he's shining the light through the hole, and you can't see it because it's being blocked by the other one, because the Earth is not flat, and so they couldn't see it.
What?
They couldn't see it, and so then they were like, well, what's happening? And he said, all right, now, he was confused. He was like, no, we can't see it from here. Hold your hands above your head. Put the flashlight up. And so the guy did, and the light shone through, because it shone through that second one that had been raised, which showed a curve.
Oh my gosh.
And so then it ended right there. It ended with the guy saying, it ended with the guy saying, interesting. And then credits rolled. That's tough.
Yeah, it's
That's
tough being a
tough.
flat earther.
It's tough being a flat earther.
Living on good boy points and chicken nuggies
Man, that is wild.
and hopes and dreams.
Hopes
Living
and
on hopes and
dreams.
dreams.
Do you wish we kind of lived on a flat Earth?
I mean, what would happen if you went off the side of it?
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's kind of cool.
I know,
Not
but
going
that kinda
off,
suck,
but
though.
like the idea of having like an infinite ice wall around the edge of the Earth. That'd be pretty cool. Not in. Let's say not in, because some of the idea some people say it's infinite. Let's say like, I don't know.
So even the flat earthers can't agree with each
Like
other?
a mile. Oh no, that was part of the film. It was like within. You know when? Have you ever seen The Life of Brian?
Yeah.
So at one point, like the guy Brian's running away from this group of people, and he drops a sandal.
Mm-hmm.
And then one of the people in the crowd picks up the sandal, and then other religions start breaking off of that.
yeah, I remember that.
That scene. So they played that clip, and it was that was exactly what would happen. Like some people thought they thought that the top of the dome, like the Earth, the atmosphere and stuff wasn't a dome, and others thought it was a dome. And some people thought the ice wall was this, and other
that.
things were that. And so there's other little groups of people that were kind of bouncing back and forth, like little ideas.
Yeah.
That would evolve into groups that believed that one big idea. And so, but wouldn't it be cool to have? Let's say it's like a mile up the ice wall.
I mean, would it really change anything? I mean, I don't think I'm ever going to go there in my lifetime.
The ice wall?
Yeah.
No. I mean, I guess it wouldn't change anything. But I'm just saying you'd have, like, if the Earth was really flat, you could go over the edge and, like, see stuff.
But what would you see?
Space? What a flat Earth... Do they believe in space?
Some of them do, I bet, and some of them don't, I bet.
Because some people think it's a projection. It's all a big ruse.
What? Propagated by who?
The government.
The government.
NASA.
NASA?
Yeah.
Why?
I've been thinking seriously about this.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I think it would be cool.
Okay.
I think it'd be neat.
All right. So how does the rest of your week look?
All right. I have a calculus exam this next Wednesday. Sign up for the art history exam starts that next week.
I got a...
You need to sign up for your
my advisor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that ends on the 27th.
What day is it today?
It's the 20th. Yeah.
Oh, man. I got tiny advisor!
Wasn't that bad. It was like just 30 minutes.
30 minutes?
It was like 20.
20
It was
minutes?
scheduled for 30, but he only took 20 minutes. Yeah, so it wasn't bad.
Dang.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm going to write my short story about.
Is that the...
It's blank right now. It's the one where it has to be page or less.
Yeah, is that the... What was the theme of the...
It can literally be about anything. It can be fiction, nonfiction, whatever.
So you really have some leeway with this.
Oh, yeah. This is the most leeway I've had with any class.
Should we... do you think it's possible to ask? Wait, when do you need it by?
Tuesday.
Oh, that's not going to work.
Why?
I was going to say we could, like, try to do some crowdsourcing.
For what? To see what it'd be about?
Topic. Yeah, your paper topic. I mean, you really have you've experienced writing a lot of different stories, kinds of stories, and so you could really, I mean, you have a lot of options here.
I do. I was thinking about writing like a sci-fi story
I like
in
that.
the desert. That's my thing.
You like the desert.
I do.
And sci-fi especially, like Wasteland.
Yeah.
Dry, it's dry, gas guzzling cars.
Arid.
Yeah.
Humid. Hot. Steamy.
Without water.
Without water. Waterless.
Waterless. Sand. Sand.
Sand.
Huh. I'm trying to think of a world.
Tatooine.
Yeah. I was thinking about, you ever seen those people who aerate, I forgot what it's called, but they take like a tub and they put little tubes in the bottom and with holes in it, and they connect it to like an air pump or something, and they fill the thing with sand, and then they turn the air pump on and it makes the sand like water.
What?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, it is.
I want to look that up.
You can put your hand in it, and it's all like it flows.
Wow.
And so you put like balls in it, and it and you put it on, it floats on top,
Huh.
and you can push it in, and then let it go, and it bounces back up.
Huh.
And they like pushed it in, and then turned off the air, and the sand. I mean, it just
Stays
compresses
there.
again, and it goes over the ball, and then you turn it on, poof, the ball pops right back up.
Huh.
What if there was
A world like that.
What if it was What if there was a world like that? Because you know that how they have those I don't know what to call them, vents at the bottom of the sea.
Yeah.
What if the sea drained, and we filled it with sand,
Whoa.
and then that still was blasting up air, and it aerated this giant sea of sand.
It's like, in Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate.
Yeah, at
Like
the
that,
beginning.
at the very
That's what I was
beginning. I
thinking
think
of, yeah.
that's what it's like.
Yeah.
Yeah, with that big monster.
It wouldn't be great.
No, it wouldn't be
It
great.
wouldn't be great at all.
No.
It'd probably actually be the worst.
Yeah, I'd probably start a science fiction novel. Like our world becomes a science fiction novel and
Yeah.
post-apocalyptic.
Yeah, it'd be horrible. Oh, the sea. I wish the sea was crystal clear.
That'd be cool. Like in Life of Pi, when he's looking down and he sees a ship at the bottom.
That'd be the best. That's one of the most pleasant feelings.
Crystal
when
clear.
when I see a film or a clip that depicts the ocean as being completely clear. Because I saw like an anime
Yeah.
movie, and I can't remember what it was, but it was like all these weird like fish people, and they have like red, like bodies, little red people. I can't remember what it was, but anyways, the world flooded.
Ooh. Is it
And so
Ponyo?
this chick, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is Ponyo, and so I can never remember the title, but the chick's like going on this boat with the dude. I can't remember who the main character is, and she's going on this boat, and she looks below, and it's like a world. It's like a world. It's a world. It's the Earth, but it's under like 20, 30 feet of water, and it's crystal clear. Like grass is like flowing, but
Dang.
fish are going everywhere, and there's
That's cool.
like trees and
It's like Water World. You ever seen that
water.
movie?
No,
It's not a very good movie, but it's like the whole world floods and it's like Mad Max in water.
really?
Yeah. Too bad the movie's not very good though.
That sounds cool. Is there
Yeah.
a book?
I think so actually. But so it's known as one of the biggest movie financial flops in history.
Oh,
So
what was the turnaround? Do you know?
not good. But they spent because they built like this giant city made out of wood that was floating in the water, and that cost them millions of dollars, and it looked really cool. But then nobody went to see the movie.
Oh,
Kevin Costner, I think that's right.
I may have to look at that. That sounds cool. But yeah, just clear. If you could look down, and I mean, it would be an incredible distance.
It would.
But like looking down,
It'd be so far that you probably couldn't even see all the way down.
yeah, but it'd still be. I mean, you could see a decent. I mean, just seeing like the fish. Just
Yeah.
seeing, like, I'm imagining everything like layered.
Yeah.
So you're looking down, and there's some fish, and then there's some more, and then there's probably like bigger stuff like
Bigger
whales
that we
and
haven't discovered yet.
things. Yeah, it'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I wish a fish could like swim in the air.
Well, that'd be crazy. Like
That'd be cool.
Pokemon.
Yeah, like Pokemon, or I can't remember what the other. There's a book where like in the library, fish are. I think it's in Dune actually.
Really?
I think it may be in the first few chapters of Dune. They're in the library and the fish are swimming in the air. Because it wouldn't be like birds where you wouldn't really get to have a good look at them.
Yeah.
It'd be like just very they're going around buildings and stuff.
So there's a lot of debate on how to pronounce Pokemon.
Pokemon.
So apparently how you're supposed to pronounce it is Pokemon,
Yeah.
like A, Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Yeah. But some people say Pokemans.
Oh,
Like my grandma?
I definitely disagree with that.
Has anyone in your family been like
Pokemon. They've said
Pokemon? Said Pokemon?
probably.
Because I know my grandma says that or used to say
I
it.
think Mula probably said that. I think Julia pointed out that plant
Oh yeah.
vase is Bulbasaur, and she's like, oh, it's a Pokemon. My grandma's like, I couldn't tell. And
Have you seen those videos where it's my grandma names all 150 Pokemon?
no, I haven't.
And then she's like, oh, it's Charizard or Charmander. Oh, I'll name him Richard or something like that. And then there's a Pro CD sketch where he goes, "Hey guys, I'm gonna have my grandma name all 150 original Pokemon. Who's this? That's Bulbasaur. All right, who's this? That's Venonat. Okay, how about me showing my grandma to name all Nintendo characters? Who's this? That's Mario. Who's this? That's Lucina from Fire Emblem Awakening."
Because you knew all of
Yeah. Because usually in the videos, the grandparents have no idea
what
anything is.
is happening. Huh.
Yeah.
No, I haven't watched any of those guys' videos.
He's pretty funny.
He does a lot of impressions, right?
He's a really good voice actor. He does a perfect Goofy. Like a literal perfect Goofy.
Really?
Remember that video I showed you? Of like,
That was him?
Yeah, that was him.
Okay, I didn't even realize.
Yeah.
I was wondering why you were showing me that, because we had gotten... It was kind of off
Yeah.
what we were watching. But.
And then, you know that Evanescence cover with Goofy? That's him too. Wake me up. Wake me up.
Yeah, okay,
inside.
yeah, I know. I wonder how people get good at impressions.
You think it's genetic?
Yeah.
Because stuff like being able to spell well is genetic. Did you know that?
I did not.
It's called the spelling gene.
I did not.
Yeah. My mother-in-law told me that one.
I think I have an okay spelling gene.
I think a good sign of a good spelling gene is when you spell something out and it doesn't look right. Because I know both of us have that
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I misspell the same words multiple times.
Like what?
I had like E's, but like I put E before I a lot.
Oh, like in
Like just
E,
awkward.
I before E except
just
after C.
awkward stuff. Yeah, like I'll just flip around.
I find myself spelling weird wrong a bunch of times for some reason.
Every time I spell weird wrong, I think to myself,
Wired.
that's weird.
That's weird.
When
That's weird.
I misspell it, because I'm like, I think to myself, it looks odd. Yeah. We can get more into the spelling gene later, maybe.
Yeah.
No, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking this is a good talk.
I think that's good. That's what we said last time.
Yeah.
It's gonna be our analysis of every podcast.
So
you know what? That's maybe that's the mark of
maybe that's our outro.
Of feeling, yeah, about feeling good about it. It's like, oh, that you know what? That was a good talk.
That was a good talk.
That was a good talk. Okay, well, did we decide anything for an outro?
No.
No, I think we just say.
We have broken and entered into your mind. Goodbye. And we just end it right there.
All right. Well, I'll say my goodbye first, and then you say that one, and then that's when I'll cut.
All right.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you once again for joining us on the B&E B&E podcast.
My name's Ben.
And my name's Ethan.
And we have... What did I say?
You're like-
We have broken and entered into your mind. Whoa!